we are once again for another competitive matchup of the very final week, actually, of the regular season of Road to Glory. Happy to be here with you guys in this matchup between TRR and L201. My name is Night Falcon, casting today. Been on a little bit of a hiatus for the last couple of weeks due to the addition of return here, but we're happy to be back with you. Got to speak a little bit quieter and softer due to said intern being within ear's reach of us today, but hey, at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. So let's go ahead. We're going to get ourselves pulled up and in here. We're still waiting for everybody to get it settled into the matchup. Now let's go ahead over what we are currently working with. So right now, we are going to be on SMDM just for the burn phase. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with it, I have done a couple of these matchups here before for the Road to Glory. But this time around, if you haven't, and this is the first time you've seen it, let me go ahead and introduce you a little bit to what we're doing. So both teams are simply mustering on this. The muster phase is the only side that really they have the option to select who they're going to play at. So what happens is the team is selected, for example, in this case, L201, I believe, has come in and it's mustering on the side of the allies. That way, once the big old turn dial flips to decide what map we're going to be going to, that flip will either get us to the midpoint that you're going to be playing on, or it will require one more flip. And whatever side that team is on at that time, when we get the right midpoint, that's the side they're going to play. We also don't know exactly what map we're going to be playing. One of the fun things is this eliminates the weeks-long process of having to go into a map and test everything out, prep every little location, AT gun spot, tank spot. Everybody kind of has to deal with it on the fly. So here in a moment, we'll be able to tune in for that random dice or that random wheel turn to see exactly where we're going to be playing. That's one of the fun things about Road to Glory, that it just gives more to the heat of the moment to really kind of see what team improvises the best and adjusts everything to what they're required to do at that given time. So waiting for everything to go ahead and get tied up here in a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what shenanigans people are getting to here in the middle HQ. TRR is the side that we're going to be casting. So we'll go ahead and sneak on over here, see what might be going on. Right, go ahead and just watch the shenanigans. Wait to get ourselves into the matchup. All right, so do have the map that is being determined right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can get you tuned into this. All right, so here it goes. So we will be going to map 13, which in the rulebook is going to be Elzenborn 9. Dugout thinks as a midpoint. So this will be quite an interesting little go here, especially have the night little variant. So the map, as you can see, we'll be flipping here in 10 seconds. Just going. Let's go ahead and see if we're lucky enough to get on the first flip, or if we need to have an additional one in the So we don't have the right one quite yet, so we are going to flip one more time. Means that TRR is going to be on the Axis side, L201 is going to be on the Allied side. So here in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to go in and adjust my stuff real fast. So that we have it all in the right area. Thanks for having it all built into the open. But in a no, great. Hey, just listen to that AMSR of the nodes being put down behind you. Alright, everybody clean their squads, ourselves into this. Wow. Wow, do we have quite a loadout here? Quite a map for our enjoyment today. Alright, dugout tanks. Center point here on Elsenborn. Plenty to have fun with. Get the score down just. Right. Got my handy dandy drop. Okay, so we've got complete offset middle points. So this will be very interesting from the perspective of both teams trying to get into that fourth point. So as far as it goes for me, frankly, I'm going to say that L201 will probably have a little bit of an easier time. This whole section right here is just open fields. That's really difficult to try to get people across. And so if let's start from the side of TRR that we are on here. If you're trying to get down into Desert Pillbox, you're having to go down and claim this whole farm complex, which is a point all by itself. And then you're going to need to launch really through checkpoint and up. Trying to get across right here is just going to be suicide because this does dip down a little bit into a valley where you can really get shot at from both sides. I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the L201 side here in a minute. Just don't want to miss any sight that happens right off the rip here. But yeah, Elsenborn here, definitely a fun, exciting. I'm going to go ahead and bump up my brightness just a little bit. We do have the snow, so I don't want to blast it all the way to 200 to help keep it more of a comfortable viewing experience for you guys at home. Nonetheless, here we go. We got Raphael riding atop of the Iron Chariot into dugout tanks here. Cole doing the same. Mario fan jumping out to help out with a little bit of logistics. Got to get those garrisons up. On the L201 side, initial truck starting to come up the hill into the point. First initial pressure going towards TRR. Big spawns going both ways. TRR first to the trenches. L201 though not going too far behind. Axis favored a little bit in getting into this point just simply because they do have that first access. Trek not getting quite up there by line ground, but definitely getting lots of good pressure on there, taking oil backs. But a green rocket coming just kind of hitting square right in the chest there of the TRR attacker. Big Floppa leading the charge to get into the attacking angle here, getting Lewis Guard. Big Floppa continues to go ahead and muscle around with that STG. So far, TRR still very strong in the presence here on the initial cap, controlling much of the hard cap, as you can see that cap pressure continuing to tick in their favor. L201 trying to find themselves a way to get up this hill, with TRR already devoting so many people into the trenches and kind of controlling that ground. Got a good firm grasp on it, but Richard has something to say about that. Richard here's Sugar just on the other side, takes a pot shot, misses him, hits him with a second though. Drunky pulling out the big gun, mounting up on top of those boxes on the backside. We get lots of lead down range. Loose car and Hypnos trying to get up there and help out as that ground hasn't actually caved in a little bit. So 201 starting to get more and more bodies in. It's not going to help out with the initial cap here as TRR is going to find themselves on top of it. Nonetheless, 201 making a good fresh already to try to get up into that point. Already doing very well. So already devoting a couple guys over to the eastern side here. L201. So that's going to cut off that initial area up for TRR to get up into gens at pillboxes. Good play there by L201 to go ahead and get spread, get wide, and be able to go ahead and try to cut off that angle in case they were to get hit. Private Ryan getting a shot on it. Raphael and Private Ryan, this medium is already getting tested with rockets. And that, my friends, is how you do it. Great rocket play here from TRR to go ahead and just take out that medium tank that wanted to come and bully its way up into the area. Right now, more L201 players flooding into the hard cap, pushing out. As TRR begins to defend here for just a moment. They're leading the charge. Unfortunately, taken out by Hayaz. It's already having a big presence in today's matchup. Stewart, while damaged, is still looking to try to get up into that point and help his buddies out. Raphael, Private Ryan, and Sugar are trying to close in from the side. L201 is very much concentrating on a single file line almost, trying to get up into this point. More rocket plays coming on in. Stewart doesn't last much longer than his colleague. L201 running with some very aggressive takes at the moment, trying to get themselves up in the area. And that looks to cost them already. I've yet to see anything determining access in the area. Looks like we have a Stewart taking out the opponent down there on the southern side. The E4 nestling up nicely on here on the back side of the point. There's a Lux. Lux taking out a little Graham. Got those two mixed up. My apologies for the incompetence there. Come on, Caster, get it together. I'm a little rusty, but... L201 not giving up ground, though. They're still doing what they can to hold up on the front side of that point. As still continuing to hold that wrench in front of that little camouflaged up, netted up map asset tank. Unfortunately, just taking the wrong end of the two grenades that were blowing up right there. Axis supplies perched eloquently up against that back board. Rolling up. And soon be devoured at that L201. Ooh, hasn't been able yet to get that out of there. L201 opting for a lot of smoke here to try to continue their advance into the point. Already we got Stewart, we got that Lux going again on that far map edge. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on here. LT looks like he's going to be able to speed right into the point and cause a lot of problems already. 201. Now, Lux must be looking to try to get into some type of tiger tank for a moment. Because he is injured and not stopping to go ahead and get himself wrapped up. Nonetheless, trying to go spearhead into this point. Oh, making him spin out just a little bit. Bananaroo. Lux seeing the garrison starting to get past it. Oh, Bananaroo taking out himself. Sacrificing the body to try to get the kill. Unfortunately, he's not able to get it. It does not look like the Lux saw the garrison. Making the spin out and there's no spotter in there right now. So SO they missed that garrison. That would be a big loss for L201 if they were able to hit them. Bananaroo spawning back in, looking for revenge. We've all done it before, mate. Eliminating yourself from the game. That is unfortunate. You're gonna love seeing yourself doing that. A third time's the charm, Bananaroo. Will you be able to come in off that garrison and get him? I don't know, but I'm invested in it here. Alright, he's back. Bananaroo, hit your time, hit your shot. Luzon sending a flare up. Backside of the box is visible, and finally Bananaroo is able to finally eliminate him. Sending him up in smoke. But he was dedicated, I will give you that. Very well done to finally get in there and eliminate that Lux. Initial 10 minutes is past, so heavy tanks will begin to start rolling out on the field, and we can already see the Allies' first one rolling out. Looks like the Tiger is in the back set already. Now it looks like the TRR not opting for a artillery player this time around. We are operating under the Summit full set, which allows them to have one artilleryman. L201 taking advantage of that, but TRR does not appear that they are running it. Bombing run coming on into the point. Looks like we got airhead bombing run combo. Rast throwing the grenade on top of it, using those baseball skills to his advantage, missing, overshooting it, unfortunately. Blue Sky are able to go ahead and take the rest of that, wiping up that kill. Airhead run. A lot of 201 players being pulled back. Let's see if TRR is going to be able to make up any ground here. We look to join that battle back up in the heels of this 76 that's moving up into the point. Alright, looks like 201 has been pushed off a little bit from that front door entryway that they had just a few moments ago. Kind of lost the trenches a little. Still grouped up very, very concentrated up in the very front. L201 Richard up there is providing a little bit of depth. Right now, being subject to cottage direct fire. One thing that could really help out L201 right now is trying to get this wider on this attack. Try to approach this point from this side. Now, from the east, you don't have a lot of coverage. You can kind of see there. Pretty open. However, look around here as we watch the rest of the action here. A lot more cover, pushing through trees on that side. So, L201 try to get people up into that area. Continue pushing through here. Try to get Marty Brown and Siggy. TRR holding true still. Do their initial push and having this slowly starting to branch out a little. But lots of little people running through the gaps already from L201. K-Squad getting back to the N Squad as well, looking to try to cross the gap. And then you have that initial 76. And Tiger soon should be able to have additional armor matchups. For now, we're dealing with infantry in that P4 that's still holding up on map edge, so advantage going to the TRR when it comes to the armor front at the moment. This little KOP that got behind him here. Gonna be a little interesting. Raft moving on up. Have any spawns in the area? No, he does not. So the best thing he can do at the moment is go ahead and get up into that hole. Seeing the garrison. Does he see there? Yes, he does. Rocket shot. Hits true. Center point. Didn't even need a lineup shot. Well done, Raptor. Garrison taken out. TRR on the point. Thanks, Raptor. After now hearing the 76 or the Tiger tank back here. This Tiger tank knows that he's there. Shot goes into the side there though. Oh, looks like it's just the P4. P4 having something to say to Raptor there, and they go ahead and take him out. He will be back with a vengeance. No garrison yet for TRR. These 201s regain some ground into the front side of those trenches. Let's follow Milo here. Milo taking out one. Milo's going to have a Siggy in the sights. Oh, Siggy with a hip fire action though. That's a good shot. Not easy to do with that MG42, especially at that distance. Good work, Siggy. Already begins to come into the backside of the point and continue to cause problems for the TRR crews. Big arty strike there, well done. I'll take a good name here for you. Cena hitting some excellent arty shots here at the moment. Mario fan in the danger zone. Narrowly missing that arty shell landing on top of him. Siggy again with the hip fire. Siggy leaning with the hip fire. Can he get perched up? If he can, he's going to have a target-rich environment in front of him. Nope, Milo going to end his little streak there. A squad here for 201 appears to be in a little bit of danger here. Rafta, though, coming in, getting a shot into the Tiger team. Rafta continuing to pester him. Not going to be able to do too much from the front. He's been able to put two in. Looks like both of them might have been tracks. One may have counted as a hole. So that's going to force that Tiger to go ahead and retreat. Before on the backside looks to have been satchel. Well done on 201 to go ahead and eliminate that. Squad's OP still up after that rocket from Hod Sonic. Get some reps up. This Tiger team not wanting to take any chances that all three crew members still inside of it. See Commander Welshi providing support for his troops in the way of supplies. Oh, but unfortunately for him with a seamless shot out of the driver's seat, and followed up by the Arty takes out the supply drop he had just set down. Oh, that is unfortunate. I think he may have just ran over your man there. At least that is too bad. Shouldn't have been standing there. Alright, so right now, the inverse, there are a lot of L201 guys here in the battlefield's final point. Red squad being on top of this garrison. Taking it out. Handy dandy Jeep helping out Curso here. Just your moment of glory there, Curso. The way he diligently looks. Focused on the task at hand. Go ahead and eliminate that garrison. Fury has gotten out of his tank though. Did you vehicle though. Was he able to get a satchel on? No sparks seen yet. Scary also frantically looks around the outside of his tank to see if anything is there. Does not appear any problems are currently there for that package. He's going to sneak away here for a moment. Definitely needing to get some repair. There we go. We got that little Allied Jeep looking to cause problems. Pulls right up and in. Oh, big Shaza though. Garrison back up on point. Big incursion coming in from the west side right now. That's medium Sherman going up in smoke. Need of a satchel, fortunately. Still got a number of guys over here. F squad. F squad on F squad action here is Shift. Alucard. Shifty turning around, knowing that Garrison is hot. Alucard being able to get it before Shift gets up. Getting himself in a very good position. It's going to be able to clear that Garrison. Shifty clears. Alucard, turn around. Oh, Shifty didn't see him. Being one with the hay here. Alucard able to go ahead and save himself for just a moment. Shifty working his way around the outside of the building. Alucard pops around, gets Shifty, gets the first tap on him. Good work, Alucard, to continue to go ahead and just cause a little bit of problems on this western side. L201 doing very well to go ahead and get back into the point here. Getting a nice, good wraparound. TRR still has this launching off point, and looks like instead of moving forward, it's being funneled back towards dugout 8. Rightfully so, given the circumstance that L201 currently has on that point. Got ourselves a little Alamo situation going on right now. Supporting spawns from the outside for TRR have been taken out. L201 looks to go ahead and tightening that news here. Nanaru, will you be able to go ahead and get this Garrison? Right there, pretty much right in the center of our screen. Does Nanaru see it? Not yet, it would appear. Braving his way into the hard point. Getting mowed down by Siggy, who's now running that class. Fly truck driven by Welsh, no longer with us. Now L201 getting a little bit more adventurous here as they move up into the hard cap. After though, going completely unmarked. Oh, he's gonna satchel a repair station, but unbeknownst to him, Harrison is located right by it. Fortunately walking right on top of a little coat. That's tow mine there. Bouncing Betty got him, but deed has been done. Siggy does not see the satchel there. Siggy does not see it. That satchel will go ahead and will cause quite the disturbance here for TRR. And all of the TRR defenders are right within possible range of that satchel. And they all go up in smoke. Sugar, a lone man standing. What a satchel there. Alucard now pretty much the only man inside the point here with Sugar. That's going to be a big advantage as it took out plenty of OPs here. BOP and KOP, only infantry ones. Alucard not quick enough to get Sugar that time. Initial cap pressure coming in here for 201. Appreciate you guys all again for joining us today. My name is Night Falcon. Happy to be here with you. In this matchup here, the final week matchup of between TRR and L201. I apologize again for my little low-sounding voice. But, here we've been onboarding a new intern here at Falcon Studios, and said intern is within earshot, so I have to go ahead and kind of control my voice a little bit. Hopefully it's alright for you guys on the back. Nonetheless, happy to be back here with you guys again, casting these Hello Looks matches. Alright, so it looks like Garrison has gone back up for TRR, and slowly they are weeding out more of the 201 defenders or attackers from around their point. L201 here. L201 slowly making their way up onto that launching off Garrison. Each squad able to break through the defensive line. So far, not much going there. It's down. 201. Bombing run clears it out. There was one defender to try and hit there for TRR, but it has gone up. It is now active. Food is looking the complete opposite way. As soon as this spawns, though, it's going to wipe out that over here for A-Squad, sorry. A-Squad's OP. But I hate to be the person that gets the unfortunate move around that outside edge. Jaguar looks... Oh, dodges it. Miklo dodges it as well. That mine not popping anybody here yet. So that has now spawned plenty of 201 guys coming on in. Rocket is fired in by Mood, but misses the splash damage area. And it's still up for the moment. A-Squad, the only people back there on Genzit, happy only because there is no pressure yet. Nobody there to defend for 201, but all 201 is ahead of that cap right now. Garrison is down in dugouts. Looks like it was moved, put in the back here. Hooverstan able to get on top of that as well, so 201 going to continue riding this wave of this airhead. Now owning in complete control of the hard cap sector. L201 needing to set up that defensive perimeter here, prevent anybody from getting in. Doing so will help them really fight against any type of reinforce. Could be down momentarily. We have a bombing run coming in. Commander Welshi could be very, very impactful. Now let's go ahead and take a look and see how this comes in and how this works. Lots of little red cherries. Definitely a target-rich environment. How many will Welshi get? Normally you don't get more than a couple, but as of right now, it looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was quite a bombing run there for Welshi, taking out the airhead and about 8 other attackers here for 201. Welshi, no doubt, going to be happy to see that. OPs have gone up, continuing to spawn people in here for 201. Good awareness from the officers to go ahead and keep their OPs spread out. Progress still in favor 201, moving back towards 90%. TRR with a big spawn wave there off that back garrison that got put up. They'll go tilt it back in their favor. Big play here going to be needed from 201 to go ahead and get back into this. Big Floppa crew coming on in, causing a lot of damage here. Gator Soro, though, has something definitely to say about that. Garrison is still up though here, just behind that truck. Tilting favor 201 in the closing seconds. Another big spawn though here any second. One TRR should be able to get that moving back in their favor and get it right before the point flips. Here we go, another round. TRR to go ahead and try to stay up on top of this defensive pressure here. Artie is yet to come in. As soon as that Artie comes in, it could very well be impactful, as a lot of those little blueberries are just concentrated right in the middle area there behind that garrison. Greyhound though. Does he see it? Does he see it? Yes, he does see it. Driver's eyes wide open. Digging out the garrison, not going to have any more additional reinforced push. Pressures and helpfulness here. This reinforce is up. The blueberries got to hold on as tight as they can. 76, causing a lot of damage here. Front armor as best it can here to Sonic. 201. Let's go ahead and capture that here. L201 takes 2-1 here over Took a little bit of time, but L201 is going to go ahead and stay disciplined to get themselves on top of that cap there. Very set party that we were mentioning earlier. Instant replay. How did that capture happen? Popping up into the map here. L201 is working off of the garrison spawn up here. They had slowly, through the help of some different squads, F squad on this side, K squad on this side, slowly began to just fully encircle this point. And while TRR had a garrison over here trying to launch people off, we saw them funneling a lot of people up towards dugout tanks to try to get it. At the end of the day, L201, through the help of that noose, was slowly able to go ahead and bring it on in. And after a couple of key garrison eliminations, finally we were able to go ahead and push TRR out of it. Garrison has gone up on point, already starting to advance. Garrison moving up here in front of Benzit boxes down the checkpoint area as well. Tank though causing a lot of damage. L201 can get this. That's really going to help shore up their attack pressure here on this midpoint. Their defensive pressure, sorry. So it's nice to see already in the chat. Got some orders from both sides already popping up in here. Fan bases eagerly tuning into this matchup. But while they have lost the point, TRR doing very well to go ahead and hold as much ground as they possibly can. L201 has not yet been able to break off of the dugout tank trenches. So far, TRR is going to be able to continue to put that pressure. Good work, keeping everybody in line and doing quite well at keeping a good wide spread. You can see JD let loose all the way up at the top, owning that road to Elsenborn Ridge area where that point would be, with a good offensive pressure line all the way from there down into the portion of the dugout tanks. Good awareness, good discipline by the TRR players to keep themselves in the matchup, and now for the first time I think in this matchup we have a very good solid front line coming in from both sides. 201 slowly starting to encircle that eastern side. N squad doing what N squad has done already. So on top of another garrison. Go ahead and he's able to go ahead and sneak behind that line. Rained for days and days and days. Had to take out these garrisons. Popping garrison and an OP. Doran's seeing the damage being done behind though. A little too late to go ahead and counteract it, but taking some shots. Urso, will he be able to answer? Kill garrison and an person. Oh, nuts, healing up. Everyone hits him while his gun's on the ground. TRR already starting to put pressure on. Move back to that midpoint here. Right through the middle hard cap, definitely helping out with that. Gets stuck in the trench though, unfortunately. How much will he continue to be able to get around? It does not look like much as he's starting to glitch out here a little bit. Oh, you see a kickflip. Practice that, I'm sure. Oh, kickflip almost helped him get out. Oh, rocket man. Chickadil. Get the satchel on. Ants are not going to go down without a fight, though. Penguin Milk is trained for this situation, though, doing everything he possibly can to get this thing out of this trench. But unfortunately for him, it appears that that is going to be just a little too late, as that satchel will go off here just momentarily. We will give him style points for fully flipping that tank. Satchel going on, eliminating that pressure that tank was putting on. Here we are back, but unbeknownst to the rest of L201, his older brother, the Tiger King, sitting right in the backside, also helping contribute to that pressure. Big spawn wave off of the garrison, though. Keeps things moving back in the defensive pressure here for 201. Tiger in 76 look to possibly be lining up here for a little bit of a confrontation. Both the 76 and the medium there. Doesn't look like either of them see him because nobody's engaging him at the moment. Looks like Bill is helping the both tanks kind of stay out of the way of everybody else. You can see through the mist there the outlines of those allied tanks ricochet off the side of the Tiger. The hit. Medium wisely deciding to get on out of dodge. Bert's tracking him though. Will he be able to get out of... Oh, looks like the shot did not do damage. Did not see flames come off of that, so he's going to continue on scooting away here. Tune in here, see if he's able to get it. Tiger Current continues to go ahead and try to track. Difficult through the coming on in for 201. The smoke and the haze. What? Pink group see the other first. Bringing all that additional noise, so we just see the action between these two. Chess match at the century going on here. A little bit. Tiger definitely disadvantaged from the perspective of it having plenty of guys by it. Looks like he is now locked on to his target. We get ourselves in a position to be able to see it. Eddie let loose, hitting the side of the Sherman with the block. Unfortunately, medium not going to do too much damage here inside that Tiger. That Tiger's going to go ahead and hit that final advantage, limiting him backside. Bullets for you. Trying to do what he can, not get blood over there. Corresponding bombing run here before the Axis comes on in. Missing the garrison though, so L201 still gonna get some spawns. Slowly 201 loading up on that eastern side now. So another big area that they want to try to get to be able to launch into that next point. Going to be this area here. I know I talked about it at the start of the match. I haven't yet been able to kind of discuss the road to victory here for L201. So let's talk about it. So L201, they have the added advantage. This is pretty much all being wooded area right here. So if they can get this cluster of TRR attackers, they can eliminate that or thin it down a little bit. They are already doing very well to get an outside wrap here. You can see I Squad and N Squad doing what N Squad's been doing on top of another garrison there in the backside. That's going to go down without a lot of pressure there. Nobody appears to be in the area. It's just like they did with dugout tanks 201, getting themselves into an area where they can push up into this area and take out Argyle, get pressured. So areas that you want to be able to control as 201 can be road to Elsenborn Bridge up here. This point right here as well. And as of right now, 201 is doing that. TRR being very, very condensed. We saw the bombing run come through just a minute ago. It didn't take him out. It's definitely caused it very, very condensed into there. Let's go ahead. We'll go back to the action. just see how this little incursion right here of TRR is going to be able to hold out. Will they be able to push through and maintain that pressure, or are they going to kind of get mopped up here? Time will tell. Oh, big explosion eliminating a lot of different people here from TRR, and that's going to begin that mop-up phase. OP spawn from the backside. Raphael missing a shot, unfortunately, going under the tracks of the medium there. Baron able to go ahead and eliminate him before he gets another shot off on that. That Tiger still fighting for its life, taking out another tank here as Bullet for You continues to do dodges here. Tries to heal up that tank as much as possible, and finally Miko will go ahead and end that rampage of that Tiger tank on the backside. Right now, still slowly weeding them out, but that major incursion that we saw here, 201 doing very well to eliminate them. They can get this feeder garrison right there. That's going to push all of TRR off of that point. K-Squad, though, appears to be right on top of the garrison. Captain Caveman, will he be able to take it out? It's going to mark at least Soviet Co, though. Limiting Caveman before he can do too much damage. There we have it. 201 getting on top of that very nicely. Pushing out the bad guys from the TRR. I'm not going to call them bad guys. They're not. Just because they're bad guys doesn't mean they're bad guys. As you have been able to watch those wonderful Wreck-It Ralph. Plenty of fun little video game Easter egg. Bad guy support group. Right there with the elimination of that garrison, L201's going to be able to gain a whole lot of ground. TRR now only has one garrison up on the eastern side of dugout tanks, and right now we've got a Puma or a little Greyhound that's causing a lot of damage already. Looks like AT play coming in clutch, taking out that Greyhound. No doubt marking it though for the rest of his guys. Kind of give you a recap of what we've worked at for the first half of this matchup. L201 and TRR both come out swinging. TRR gaining that initial cap, getting strong pressure onto a mildly favored access point, just simply because they get the most cover right off the rip and the presence on top of that hill. L201 from that point was able to go ahead and wrap around, get a big old noose going, and just kind of pushed RR out of the point, allowing them to go up and take it 3-2. Right now, TRR continues to have their foot on the pedal here. It's slowly putting cap pressure onto Farmhouse, although as of right now, not quite yet enough to go ahead and maintain it. Cap pressure going for both sides. As TRR comes in from the east, pushes in through the front door. And it's not so much that TRR has gotten into the point, it's just that 201 is slowly flexed guys out of the point. So the influx of people that 201 or the TRR has been able to put in is slowly being able to let that cap pressure go. One though appears to be back on the offensive pressure side. And defense going back in favor. Go ahead and pop back over here to Farmhouse. Keep an eye on the action over here. Garrison for TRR has been eliminated, continuing to flood 201 into the point here. This is dangerous right now for TRR. In danger of going down 4-1 already. On the ground, trying to stem the tide here, but as a solo man here on the low ground, Blur able to get the shot through the side of the cattle shed to take him out. nearing 60% of the cow weight capped here. L201 now going to be all in here on Farmhouse. And it's going to be very difficult for them to go ahead and get help removed. I do not believe the bombing run is going to be available yet for Commander Welshi. Did see it almost about 10 minutes ago go through. Do not believe it's had enough time to go ahead and recharge that. L201 now effectively pushing all of TRR out as they're all just desperately trying to get back into the point. Fly cache is our final point. As of right now, TRR in a difficult situation, not having enough people fight back at the moment. Just like that, defensive pressure has been able to come back in, and they are finding themselves back on the right side of this cap. Plane going up TRR. Getting some help from a medium tank and from a medium Panzer IV and a Tiger tank to push into that eastern side. Right now, TRR are able to get on top. Surprisingly, I'm very surprised that they're throw the face back onto the point. Enough to get themselves back into the face. Coming back on the backside of this Tiger tank. Sorry, not Tiger. Stewart. I'm all mixed up. What happens when you go away for a couple weeks? Oh, that is unfortunate. It's the front armor. Or that hit there for Chris. Chris is RJ. Stewart also getting out of dodge, knowing going against that Tiger is going to be a bad day for him. That's his advantage of getting around on the backside of him. Was taken out. That quick rotation maneuver from that tank. All right, TRR able to reestablish themselves now finally. But as quickly as they were able to get back up on point, they're still very, very vulnerable. Need to go ahead and get established, try to get some doors and spread out. See the 76 looking to get themselves into a nice overlook position. If they can get that high ground, it's going to be a very, very difficult time. TRR to go ahead and stay on top of it. Nonetheless, grit and determination of TRR coming in full display here. Not giving up an inch. Backs were against the work on being resilient. Now it's joining the party. 76 coming around the edge, getting one shot off of this Tiger. As more and more shots come around. And with that, Tiger tank at the tip of a spear here for TRR has been eliminated. Stewart engined though. Airton ship. Private Ryan closing in for the kill. Tries to do what he can to go ahead and stay alive. Leaving his gunner all alone. Castillo fired into the last bullet. Satchel going on here, TRR. Gonna go ahead and take that out. Castillo gonna go down firing though. Gonna go down fighting. Making everything as he can. Silence for Castellion. Facing sure defeat. Not fatally. Right in the good fight. go ahead and lower that. Appreciate the insight there for the game sound. We'll turn it down. Sorry, and then I have to go ahead and be a little quiet on the voice. Don't get to as loud. I think that's probably causing a little bit of the issue here for you guys there. Turn down the game sound a little. All right, and there we have it. 201 still continuing to go ahead and get themselves back into this camp. As we can see, it out TRR from this middle road, this main TRR still owning this map edge very well. They're trying to get themselves back up into the road to Elsenborn Ridge Point area, but unfortunately for them, still having a lot of work to do here on this eastern side. If they're gonna hold this area, they need to get something up back in this area, unfortunately. We do see some garrisons coming here on the eastern side, putting some pressure on, which has the potential to slowly kind of weed out 201. So two things are going to happen. One of two things is going to happen. Either 201's going to continue to push this in and get into the point, or this eastern push here from TRR is going to be able to close in and bisect that, clear everybody off, which will allow them to kind of mop up their defense. Who's going to be able to be the first person to do that? One of their two things? Let's find out. Action up here on this 76. And get close enough just to see if there is a satchel going. Nope, no satchel on the 76 at this moment. JD Let Loose isn't going to let that dissuade him, though. He is going to try to get up on there, taking out Chickalil. Now, how fast is he going to be able to run to chase this tank? Don't give up on your dreams, little man. You were born for this reason, for this purpose. Destroy the 76. Dip, diving, ducking, dodging. You let loose. Trying to keep track of this 76. Satchel already in hand. 76 going into third gear. Might not know that he's behind him, but JD let it loose, doing what he can to go ahead and keep on up. 76 unaware of the danger around him, unfortunately, as it looks like it will pay off here for JD let loose. Spotter Steve not aware of that damage that's going to be brought upon his tank here. Steve did pop out. He sees the satchel, but his driver continues to go. Does he have enough chance to be able to get it? Oh, mowing him down. JD let loose, not letting that satchel go unattended. JD let loose with an excellent play there, eliminating that L201 76. Very well done. Take your highlight reel there, JD. You earned it. Right, TRR still doing very well here on the actual hard cap, as Blur has somehow found his way up into the cap here. I don't know how many he got, but finally Big Chaza was able to eliminate him. No garrison on point, so this bombing run from the 201 commander not going to do damage here. Oh, it has actually already gone through. I apologize, we are late to the party. All right, so just as we were kind of mentioning just a moment ago, looks like the winner was the TRR push from the side. Fully breaking out, taking out the 201 one portion that was down along this road. So TRR doing well to get themselves back into a good defensive posture. Still need a garrison on that eastern side. Still need the garrison. But E-Squad, Anubis getting taken out close to that OP though. If that OP falls, push 4201 will be eliminated. For some back round 0. It is island now separated by our defensive line. Matter of time before somebody's able to go ahead and get themselves back up, as it appears that squad is full at the moment. People on here. While she's making the push as well, taking out 2 already. Boob hiding inside of the hedge. She's taking shots. Boob dodging them though. Pushing up the ankle. Boob taken out from behind. Well, she's taking out Richard. Well, she's on a little bit of a rampage here, trying to get this round back for his men. Well, she though falls victim. Good mop up by Spivvy on the backside to go ahead. Spivvy now moving towards the OP. Battle. Okay, in full pressure right now. Spivvy moving on up. Should be able to get that taken out. Yes, there it is. AOP has been eliminated. With that, the final defensive pressure need I think that's taken care of. C. Curso already is established a very good history of taking out Garrett here. Back in the back. Jackpot Jack, though, able to go ahead and eliminate him. So here we go, back to our original pressure. That garrison, if E-Squad, Jackpot Jack, is able to go ahead and, it's going to be interesting if he's able to take out this, be able to get it taken care of, shore it up. Garrison pops open. Still hot at the moment, but very close to being opened. It has to just be within 100 meters. L201's able to go ahead and get themselves off of that garrison. That, my friends, is going to be very interesting to see. Probably see a lot of 2 file back. TRR, though, getting themselves up into the hard cap. Garrison is still up, though. Siggy running that MG. We have already seen the pressure and damage he can do. Hip firing that sucker. Finds the garrison. Siggy looking around, see if anybody's in the area. Migolo, though, seeing the damage is there. Will he be able to get it? Yes, he does. Migolo, just a little too late. Satchel somehow. Siggy wanted to place that satchel, but somebody able to get that. And there's that hip fire action we were talking about from Siggy. Dangerous, whether mounted or having to run at the hip. So Siggy looking to try to get himself on the action report here. Getting into the point and taking out that garrison here for the 201 defenders. Still alive. Four victims falling prey here to Siggy. Siggy, unfortunately, not able to overcome the giant rocket blast from the bazooka and is eliminated. Finally shoring up the hard cap sector here for 1. Donuts, welcome to the chat. I know you won't hear that for 30 minutes, but I see this. Alright, so now we're starting to get a lot of TRR guys here moving into the point. Just like that. Starting to get one spawn in. F squad able to get themselves all the way on the backside there. Funnel people in, but they're going to need to get a garrison. contact. Able to get in and drop supplies. That is a $1 million question. Person in the back line still for 201. Gonna open up here in a moment once that Panzer IV goes ahead and rolls on by. Alucard. Gonna need to go to the redeploy menu. But close enough to potentially get a garrison up here. TRR going all in here on the point right now. With that, we start to see things ticking in favor of TRR. All right, I'll be able to open up my voice a little bit here for the moment. Boss with a very nice look here over the eastern side. G mount in favor. About a third of the way there here for TRR. Will they be able to continue this pressure? As we start to hear that 201 already come on in. Big spawn wave here off the garrison in the back line. That's going to be enough. Not quite enough yet to be able to get cap pressure going back in their direction as they are outside of the hard cap. But it is enough to start getting it flickered. 201 need to get back up into the hard cap here. Medium Sherman coming to join the defensive pressure here. Take a look, do a quick reconciliation of where tanks are. We got one P4 and a Tiger tank off to the western side of the hard cap. Bombing run coming on through here. That is going to be a TRR bombing run. Get the garrison. Yes, it does. Garrison with the last couple bombs there, able taken out from Commander Welshie there. .201 slowly getting more and more people back. F squad from the map edge has been eliminated. So no pressure going to be coming that direction. Garrisons, both garrisons here on Farmhouse are active. L201 gets their pressure back up here and gets everything taken care of. We very well could start seeing some people getting funneled off of those garrisons, because there's not a lot of people back on Farmhouse. Jaguar with a short little teleportation move there to try to keep his little medium, or 76. That's a medium. That's a medium. Keep preparing his medium there. As the P4 doesn't quite have an angle on that medium due to the help of the map assets, that hill. Able to keep its advantage going there as it continues to heal on up. These tanks are a big issue here for 201. If they can get these tanks out of here, it's going to really open up that door for them to start putting pressure, back onto Farmhouse. Boom Young, Penguin Milk, and Washkoff. Quick Shikoff. 818. Manning that Tiger tank. Major Fury and Bro, you know me. Holding up on that P4. Big push here. TRR coming in from the southeast. Go ahead and get ourselves lined up to see how that push is going directly into the point. 76 though looking to join the battle. Fortunately it looks, oh no, medium still is up. Looked like it had been burnt out a little bit from that angle. It's P4 and the 76 look to be going at it. P4 getting a couple rocks onto him. Really putting him down into first gear, taking out his tracks here. Great 201 pressure to go ahead and save their 76. Not directly taking out any pressure. Okay. Yeah, his Panzer would have taken out. Had some direct pressure onto that P4, onto that 76, but able to really get it before the P4 was able to get a lot of damage on. So leaving this Tiger tank all alone now. With that, I'm gonna go grab an intern. All right, and here we are back with our newest member of Falcon Studios here. Let's look to see if she wishes to make an appearance. She's got the hiccups at the moment. Our little intern joined us about a week ago. And it's our third intern here at Falcon Studios. And we are missing the action. I apologize for that. Because Farmhouse, we're only 2/3 of the way capped here. That pressure going back in favor of TRR, though, as defensive pressure is starting to be spawned back in. Garrison is all the way out in the cattle shed, though. Big spawn wave off for TRR. She's being a little shy. Intern does not want to say too much, huh? We're a family studio here at Falcon Studios, as TRR now is fully back in control of their point here. The Garrison on the front door going up there. That's definitely going to help them out. Commander Kama doing well to go ahead and get that established. Every time I see L201 contacts 375 there, I think it's 1-800 contacts. For some reason, my brain wants to just put that into there. Big Contacts coming into our stream today. No way sponsored by Big Contacts. Oh, 20 minutes to go here in this matchup. I'll give you a quick rundown. And my name is Night Falcon. Happy to be with you guys today. Back here, casting these Hell Let Loose matchups for you after a quick little break as we welcomed a new intern into the group here at Falcon Studios. This matchup has been a good one here between TRR and L201. L201 came out swinging, but TRR was able to get their advantage first, capturing the middle point here of dugout tanks. Starting to get some pressure on Genset pillboxes, but unfortunately, Airhead being eliminated, and a good encircling strategy here from 201 was slowly able to weed TRR out of the mid-cap sector. And with that, we have since been at a 3-2, with 201 leading out, winning out the victory. So thought for a moment that 201 had gotten themselves all the way out onto Farmhouse and gotten into that gap, thinking about to go up to a 4-1 over TRR, but TRR able to scrounge that back, getting themselves back into the defense to keep us at 3-2. So right now we're back kind of at a little bit of stalemate. 201 slowly being weeded out, and TRR getting themselves back into a good position to try to mount some type of push here within the final closing minute. Well, now you want to be careful. I see how it is. Just like to give our managing director a little bit of a break here. She has done very well at orientating our interns. That's why we hiatus or a little bit of a disruption to our broadcast as I look to help to facilitate the onboarding here. Oh, now you want to be vocal. I see. You want to say hi to the world? currently got 7 viewers. Say hi to all 7 of them. All right, here we are. Focus. Back into the action here. Okay, 201. I don't have my right hand available to me here at the moment, so we can't draw on the screen. But we'll use our little cursor here. 201 doing very well. TRR doing very well at getting through here, getting pressure back up into this. They've pushed 201 back out of the way. F squad still right here on the front side of hard cap. If that OP goes down, it'll be very interesting to see if 201's going to be able to get anything back there in the next couple minutes, even though they still have these funneling OPs and garrisons in the backside. Looks like we do have a little bit of damage, a little bit of things going on to the Tiger, or the Panzer IV back here. And he is rightfully going to get himself out of dodge. But right now, advantage going in favor of TRR, I think, on the attacking pressure. There you go. Back to the overview here. 201 doing well to slowly try to get people out of here, but TRR not giving up yet. Keep in mind here in warfare, it takes 2 minutes to capture a point. So while the clock reads 18:37, we got 16:37. Start seeing cap pressure on this dugout. Takes point. Without that, TRR not able to get any pressure onto there before that point. Under that 2 minutes, that is going to be game. All right, so it looks like Sugar has finally made their way to the artillery gun. Calling in the support that would try to soften up the defenders. You can see already marks starting to be called in here for most squad from Sugar. The 76 be able to get back to the relative safety of the back line. Holy Scorpion around. Floor able to take out Private Ryan there. Right now, Commander Welshie leading the charge. Got his men right up there in the middle of the point. Doing everything they can to go ahead and eliminate anything they got here. Garrison is a little bit farther north where Welshie is. Sorry, trying to get my controller back in my hands here. Well, she's seeing that Tiger tank. Could we see a precision strike? Yes, precision strike coming on in. Will he move? Will he stay? Oh, unfortunately, it looks like he will be dodging that precision strike, unfortunately. Much to Welshie's dismay. Well, Welshie, congratulations. You have killed a repair station. Was not for naught. Eliminating some of the supportive factors there. Curtis Cat just trying to do everything he can to stay alive here. Just with that, Caster Curse coming in full effect, Soviet Co able to take him out. Oh, Bull, I saw that. You were trying to hit that 76. Good for you. Fortunately, that tree got in the way. Those hostile trees. Oh, using the big gun to go ahead and get the kill as well. Good for him. No tree to get in the way that time. All right, so as far as resources go, plenty of manpower available here for Commander Welshie. Means airheads definitely could come into effect here. And just like that, I was thinking about the reinforced, and Commander Welshie does the exact same thing, taking of that reinforced, popping it down. A squad looks to be causing some havoc back here on Farmhouse. Garrison has been eliminated, but they have since been able to get that garrison up on the eastern side. More and more bodies flooding in, but all feeding off of the KOP. Not going to be able to get too much pressure. Just that OP, unfortunately. Urso, though, still dedicated to his cause, taking as many garrisons as he possibly can. AOP still causing problems, though, but being circled in by TRR. Not long for this world, that is for sure. It has now been eliminated. Claus and Martin and Brown able to get themselves up into the area. TRR now on the attack, having people in the middle point. Zooming on over, let's take a look and see what this is looking like here as it's the first pressure for the first little bit. Proxy Satchel going off, taking out a good number of attackers. 76 and medium are both here still, able to aid to that defensive cap pressure. Big Proxy Satchel took out a good number of people as that already begins to get zeroed in onto that garrison. Satchel going off. Both tanks still up. It was simply a proxy. But JD let loose. Go and try and get another one here. As a rocket from Bull gets a hit, but takes out his friendly as well. We're able to take out JD. And for the time being, this medium's going to be able to continue moving on around. Or moving on up, will he be able to take out this outpost? Peeking the angle, pieing it well, taking out Martin to Brown. Curtis Cat there as well. Curtis going to get the final say there. Lewis Gar, though, finishing up that, mopping it up. OP has eliminated JD, unfortunately, and Bjorn spawning with their backs facing Lewis Gar. Luis Gar. One of the things I've been really enjoyed about the Road to Glory is there are a lot back and forths here. Lines sometimes aren't always as established as they would be in, say, your average competitive matchup. It's fun to be able to see so much action going on here between both sides. As this garrison to the east has fallen, leaving the closest garrison in the soft cap going to be in the northwest sector. A-Squad and his corresponding unit looking to close in on it. JD let loose and Sonic now spawning both in. Richard lining up his sights, but the wrong way. Takes a shot at Shifty, missing Shifty, but Sonic alerted to his presence now. Richard falling victim to Sonic now. Lo and behold, here's Curso again on the backside, continuing to cause a lot of damage. Bombing run coming in through, though. Looks like it's not going to get that garrison, though. Sorry, I am currently having to assist said intern again. Just flip around. All right. Back on the 6 now. Tiger Tank appears to be in a little bit of danger here as Milo is in the area. Does Milo have rockets or does he have a satchel? He does have rockets, but is popped from behind. TRR getting, again, a little bit of pressure on the midpoint, so we are not out of it yet, boys and girls. That would be very influential Artie if that Artie is going to be able to come in from Sugar. Hopefully Sugar 5-0 over there will be able to lock it in. Big arty shell coming on in. Taking out the repair station for that 76. Not repair station, sorry. You know, I don't know if it was an arty shell. Could have just been timeout of that truck going up in smoke there. Corresponding recon planes, trying to see where everybody is. TRR very strong on the western side, southwest side of that hard cap. Look at this. Good work on the tank crew, getting out, getting a repair station up, making sure this 76 stays well in repair situation, is able to keep it in the point, keep it in the fight. Appreciate everybody for tuning in as we hit the final minutes of this. Any likes, any subscribes you guys are able to provide to the channel are always appreciated, as we here at Falcon Studios look at trying to continue to improve our odds against the algorithm of the YouTube overlords. Next milestone we are looking to try to get to is that 1,000 mark. Currently, if I remember right, before this matchup, we're looking at 521 on the subscriber list. Appreciate everybody that's coming in and subscribing to the channel. The founding members of the Nest is what we like to call our community. Nesters, Nest. Everybody that joins, everybody has a place in the Nest. 76 and the Tiger going at it. 76 is a little injured, but I think he's got the better shot here on the Tiger. Oh, but the Tiger gets the shot just before the 76 was able to get it, and with that, gonna give favor here to TRR as we are rounding 1/3 of the way captured here. Garrison still up on point though, needing to get that Garrison out. Will they be able to get it? Already still being centered in on that point. Let's see. He can hit that, really could damper the ability of 201 to get people back into the point. Spawn wave in. The arty shell coming. There it is. Arty shell coming in, making a big splash there. Sugar zeroed in nicely on that area. As TRR pushes in big from road to Elsenborg Bridge on the western side. I know, it's exciting right now, isn't it? Yeah, it's exciting. Will they be able to do it? Oh, you're okay. You're okay. And that Tiger tank does end up going down to the 201 defenders, but not before a whole bunch of TRR guys are able to get in. Now, on the flip side, 201's putting pressure on the backside. Martin to Brown moving on up. He does see it. He's going to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit here, baby. Garrison no longer there. Garrison has been moved. Placed over here by 201 Hunter, is now in the trees. Garrison now removed. Garrison no longer up here for 201. 201 is in danger with 6 minutes, 25 seconds to play. P4 with a great shot. Gato able to get the shot off before the arty shell returns the favor on him, though. Right now, no Garrison currently on Farmhouse. We're going to zoom on over here for just a moment. We see TRR contesting that point in the middle. We've got K-Squad getting a spawn in. Alucard able to get some damage as well. 201 defenders still doing very well to keep themselves up. No spawn in the area though for J-Squad. J-Squad looking to try to get that timing for that OP to go ahead and expire so that refresh gets out. Drunky doing well to maintain pressure on K-Squad. Appears to be lined up and zeroed in directly on that OP. Satchel goes off, not able to take out K's outpost though. Bullet for you, moving on in, takes out Richard and will take out the corresponding OP as well. Garrison's gone up, J Squad able to do it, but with that, cap pressure now in favor as Alucard was able to go ahead and eliminate the machine gunner up top. I know, it's getting exciting, isn't it? We'll be going back to the middle point here in just a moment. As Big Chaza able to go ahead and eliminate contact. Alucard, though, on top of the Garrison. Will he get it? No. Big Chaza able to go ahead and get in, saving that Garrison. That could have been a huge play for 201. All right, with that push fizzling out a little bit here, we'll be back if anything continues to transpire on that side. 2 minutes, 24 seconds here for TRR to get some type of pressure back here onto the point. Get some cap progress moving in their favor. Elf getting one shot into the Puma, getting a nice juicy backside. Wasn't his initial shot that took it out, but it looks like through the help of teamwork, making the dream work, taking out that Puma. Garrison now located in the front side up point. That is a very exposed Garrison for the Allies, though. And E Squad's going to have something to say about that coming up over the edge here. Oh, nuts. A little bit of friendly fire there, taking out Bull as he's moving up to that Garrison. Bjorn, watch out. Might be the next victim of that artillery shell from Sugar. Okay, looks like Sugar has moved off. Bjorn able to go ahead and get that Garrison moved up. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here before cap pressure needs to be put onto the point if TRR is going to have anything to say about this. But Spivvy and Big Floppa doing what they can to try to get as much pressure here as they can. No Garrison currently on point for L201, so TRR just needs to get bodies in. Supplies coming on down. Do we have an airhead to possibly push in over the edge here? Plenty of manpower enabled for TRR to be able to do it. Spivvy's still working around Lazarus. JD let loose, all inside of the hard cap here at the moment. Cap pressure going back in on Farmhouse, having a little bit of the edge right now. So if 201 is able to keep that pressure up, they are leading in that charge to potentially go up 4-1. They are in complete control of the hard cap down there, so that is going to be dangerous here for TRR. Needing to delicately balance the pressure here on the dugout tanks as everybody and their dog is moving towards it. J Squad trying to get in there and do what they can to save that cap pressure. Commander Welshi also trying to hold down the tide. Using the reinforce to try to get things moving back in their direction, but unfortunately for him, he does not know that he is currently a 2-on-1 situation here inside the middle of the hard cap. We've got it moving both ways right now, though. Bombing run for 201 coming on in. Gonna get a lot of bodies here for TRR. And it's just enough to flip that back into their pressure. They're back in the direction of 201 for the defense. Both sides being defended for the time being. But TRR is right on the cusp. It is flickering back and forth. Big spawn wave, though, for TRR. Or for 201, sorry. With a corresponding bombing run going to come in right over the top. Will it get the Garrison? They need it to get the Garrison. They get the Garrison. There we go. 201 in desperation now as TRR in full control of the hard cap. With just... We could get a cap here in like the last second here. TRR cannot afford to have anybody... Oh, no, there's the flicker. Oh, no. Oh, no, and that's where it all went wrong. No. 201 with spawns enough to get themselves back into it. And I believe with that, they have sealed themselves the victory. Oh, it looks like we might get a final second cap there from TRR. He still is maintaining cap pressure, but I think their worst enemy of the clock is going to go ahead and toll this one away for them, unfortunately, as they're going to be about 10 seconds too short. Maybe even 5 seconds too short. And with that, 201 appears to be going out and going to get this victory here in this matchup. Appreciate you guys all again tuning in. My name is Night Falcon. Happy to have you here. Happy to be back casting some matches after a couple weeks. We will be looking to hold an after-action report later this week, so we'll invite everybody to come out and watch that. Usually hold that on Tuesday evening here in the United States. So invite you to go ahead and check that out. Feel free, if you have any highlights that you would like to send over for us, we're more than happy to try to go ahead and show those. Send them over to me in a DM. But with that, let's go ahead and give it our commendation there. Commander Welshie doing everything he can, being the tip of the spear. Oh, no. I don't know where Commander Welshie went, so we give it to Rafiki. But nonetheless, my player of the game going to Commander Welshie, being there on top of the edge there, leading edge of the spear. But a good matchup here between these two does come to a 201 victory. Fortunately, I do not have stats today, so with that, I will go ahead and just leave you guys to the rest of your day. Appreciate you guys for joining us. And as always, look forward to seeing you next time on the battle.